Well, I've built them their own enclosure. It is 10 and a half deep, 32 long, 10.5 inches high, which came out though after the port and sub displacements. We had 1.16. Yeah, 1.16 net. So they're like playing in 0.55 each. I took the magnet boot off. I also took the magnet boot off my Sundown X8 V3s too. I don't want nothing to keep the heat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the magnetic boot is cosmetically, it look nice, but the heat that's generated from the coil, transfer to the frame, to the top plate, to the magnet, it needs to get out to the environment and hopefully go out the port. Go out the port. I want them to stay cool. You know, heat's the enemy, so I take my magnetic boot off. Maybe if I had a plexiglass enclosure, I would keep it on, so you can see. You know, if I had an enclosure that was showing the magnets off, I'll probably keep it on. It's probably not much of a difference, but it's a big difference to me. No, so I just take them off. You're not gonna see them anyway, so I take them off. I don't want the heat that's supposed to come off and into the environment and go away to be trapped by that magnetic boot. So I'm just giving y'all a quick look at what they look like. That top plate is a little higher than 1/4 of an inch. So it's, you know, that top plate, this is the top plate, is what focuses the energy to the gap. I can see the gap myself. I don't know if I can position the camera to capture it, but I can see the gap myself, and it's relatively tight. I do like the winding height. That's a very tall winding height. And let me lastly say that I'm not using these to replace my X8 V3s. I just like trying out different 8s. You know, I used to do this years and years ago, about 4.5 years ago. I tried damn near every 8 you can name except for that DD2508. Shoot, I think that's about it. And that Mini Z, I ain't never had that, but I've had every other 8. Pretty much that you can name. The ones that are supposed to be high SPL anyway. You know, I didn't buy the entry levels of anybody. CT Sounds, Mezio, Resilient Sounds 8s. I mean, I had videos all on Facebook with that, with my MBE enclosure page, but Facebook shut me down as I kept posting videos with music. So that's why I'm here on YouTube now. So just stand by from time to time. I'm gonna take these out and try something else. But when I do a review, like first I'll put them in a box so I can really hear them right quick. And then I build them their own enclosure. And once I build them their own enclosure, I really be able to, you know, so you'll see different videos of these playing. But in no way do you think that's my, you see it, but way up front there's my X8 V3 box. So don't think for a minute that I'm replacing my X8 V3s. I just know it's gonna take, it's like I had them for 2 or 3 years. But it takes about 2 months for them to break in. So I'm gonna play with them for 2 months, let them sit in here and save up enough money, and then go buy another set of 8s and see what piques my interest. Because there's a new school out there, a new class, and I want to see if there's anything that has that can beat the SPL of the X8 V3. And so far, some come close, but they just can't do it. I mean, Jacob Fuller has the best 8-inch subwoofer out there. It is what it is. The other subwoofer sizes, you know, it's pretty easy to do what you can do with a 10 and 12, but those that can make 8s loud, it's a skill, man. It's a skill. And I look at any company, and if they can make the 8-inch perform, I say the other subs might be so worth looking at. This is an 8-inch is an inherently inefficient driver. You don't have that much spider, nor do you have that much cone area. So some companies don't even mess with them at all because they don't think they perform. They don't think they sell enough. Jacob made a name of himself with the Sundown SA8, much less the X8, but the SA made a name for himself. So much so that everybody wants to make an 8-inch. And some still don't mess with it, which I understand. Like wish 5 would make an 8-inch, but they not. I've heard they did make an 8-inch for somebody They the build house for it, but they won't put one with their name on it. So take that for what it is. I'll keep that. I don't like to put out misinformation, so I'm not gonna say anything. But this is just a video of, so you can see without the Magnum boot. Look at it a little further. It does have dual spiders. This body show it. Let me see. It's a spider under, spider over. It's spaced. It is a progressive roll spider. I'm sure you can look and tell that. Each roll gets bigger than the last. Direct leads sewn into the spider. Stop it from slapping up against that non-pressed paper cone. You see that? Oh yeah. 2.5 inch voice coil with a tall winding height. Very nice looking top plate. Dual 1 inch slugs. Stand by. See more videos on playing as they break in. They should start getting louder and louder. We'll see what they do. Mr. 8 inch out. Mr. 8 inch is out.